Live from the Albert J. Borough Community Center at Pickleweed Park, the Multicultural Center of Marin, formerly known as Canal Welcome Center, presents this broadcast of the 30th anniversary celebration of Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. Here are your hosts for this special live broadcast, Mario Lopez and David Escobar.
Good afternoon and welcome to Marin TV's live coverage of the 30th anniversary Dia de los Muertos here at the Albert J. Borough Community Center in Santa Fe. I'm joined along David Escobar and Peter B. Collins. Muy buenas tardes y bienvenidos a la celebración de Dia de los Muertos aquí en San Rafael en el Pickleweed Center de Albert J. Borough. Aquí estoy con David Escobar.
Y le quiero dar unas gracias a la Fundación de Marin, de Marin. También al Servicio Sanitario de Marin, Caridades Católicas, a la Universidad Dominicana y al Comité del Día de los Muertos del Centro Multicultural de Marin. Muchas gracias. We're coming to you live from the Alborough Center, the 30th anniversary. Mario?
Why is Dia de los Muertos so important?
Well, I think it's become an American affair, really. It's a phenomenon that is really now an American U.S. Festivities throughout the country, specifically here in California in the Southwest. And I think it's, like you said, it's a celebration of life. It's also remembering the ancestors that have gone on. And I think, the event itself has been growing here in the Canal community. In this particular neighborhood, and I think we were expecting about over the length of 3 o'clock, the time that we started, we're probably going to see about 800 to maybe 1,000 folks coming through till 9 p.m. And we have a multitude of different activities here at the center.
David, vamos a hablar ahorita en español para nuestros televidentes en casa que hablan español. ¿Por qué es tan importante este evento aquí para nuestra comunidad en Marin?
Porque el evento es un evento nuestro, en realidad es un evento que es mesoamericano, específicamente de las culturas indígenas. No hemos perdido nuestras raíces y yo, como quizás de más de 20 años de estar aquí en esta comunidad, siempre he estado empujando y queriendo que la comunidad se recuerda a nuestros ancestros y nuestra cultura, porque en realidad nosotros nos hacemos mejores residentes, ciudadanos en este país mientras mantenemos nuestra cultura, nuestras lenguas en toda esa diversidad, no solamente el español, pero también los idiomas indígenas.
Gracias. You know, as you can see, folks have been rolling in here into the community center since about 3 o'clock. We can hear the music already. Families are coming in with their loved ones. We have senior citizens, everyone coming here to celebrate this great event. But let's understand why Dia de los Muertos is so important. David, will you tell us what is the historical significance of this day?
Well, it's the actual Day of the Dead has become synergized and synchronized with the Catholic liturgical calendar and also the Mesoamerican calendar, right? So you have two different cultures that begin a conversation at first contact between the European and the indigenous communities of Mesoamerica. And if we take a look at the original liturgical Catholic calendar, All Saints and All Souls Day actually its roots are actually indigenous themselves. They actually go back to Celtic origins that then get picked up by the Catholic Church, and then they come here to the Americas, and then you have this synchronized event that takes place, this communication, and it has evolved into what we see today, which is actually more of a public demonstration of remembrance and celebration of life. But originally, it actually was only in the domestic, in the home, and the cemeteries. Those were the two major places where Day of the Dead was celebrated among the Mesoamerican indigenous communities. Now you see the public square opening up to bring the Day of the Dead and all of its transformational activities and wherewithal that have come up through the centuries. Yeah, but I think we're gonna move on over here to the lowriders. This is and I'm gonna say today this has been the first time that we've had.
As you can see, we have little ones painted right here. As we can tell, you want to say hi to the camera?
Hi.
Hello. What's your name?
My name is Eva.
Eva. Well, nice to see you, Eva. Have fun today. So now we're going to move over here to the lowriders. Let's go over here. Now this is the first time we have the lowriders. Is that correct, David?
This is so this is the first time that in 30 years that we've actually had lowriders participate in the Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos celebration. So the gentlemen here that are here are come from the Sonoma County Lowrider Council, and I think we have a little bit of a demonstration.
Oh, there we go.
That's going on. So these are air pumps and hydraulics. I believe Smurf. All right, thank you. So as you can see, this is the cars. What year is this, Smurf?
Oh, this is 1970.
1970 Chevy. And you know, the amount of work that goes into these cars is pretty amazing. They tie into this celebration because the celebration actually has to do with using colors, vibrancy of colors, and healing. One of the things that we're finding is that, and from the experience of the lowriders, is that actually riding in the lowriders does create a Zen effect for community members that are dealing with intergenerational trauma. And actually, when you get into your lowrider, you forget your pains of the day, and you actually have a great time. And so that's the lowriders. This is the first year that we've had the lowriders. Mario?
Oh, that is great. That was a really cool demonstration right there of the lowriders. We saw that here live. So now we're going to head into the community center. So we're going to, please tell us about some of the significance of the artifacts that many will see right now here at Dia de los Muertos.
So a lot of the altars, they are Mesoamerican. Like I mentioned, they started off within the domestic sphere in indigenous communities. And the altars that you're going to see, actually, you'll see demonstrations of and pictures of those individuals that have passed on, and you'll see the flowers, the bread. You asked about the bread, so the bread, and the bread actually is for the dead to participate and actually embody. The idea is that those that have passed on will come and visit, and they actually can come into the bread and be in the bread and partake of the food that is offered there, right? Slowly we're going to make our way to the other side for the other two. I'll talk to one of the administrators from the city of San Rafael.
I love this event. This is so important in the Canal community. And my wife and I went to Oaxaca and saw the ofrendas there, and it's so cool to be able to see them right here in San Rafael.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, here we are at our second altar. Estamos aquí en nuestro segundo altar. Y David, ¿qué nos puedes decir de este altar? David, what can you tell us about this altar?
Well, this altar actually it was created by one of the prominent Yucatec Maya families. Here in San Rafael and San Francisco, we have over 10,000 Yucatec Maya indigenous people that are living, and the Diaz family is actually one of the most prominent families, and so this is their altar, and I think we have one of the descendants, and I'm going to have her come and say a few words. Okay, Lynn.
Right now.
Hi.
Diaz, this is your family's altar.
Yes,
Can
this
you talk
is
a little bit about it?
okay. So this is my mom's altar. She's been doing this for a few years now. This is dedicated to people in my family. There's my grandpa, my tío, both grandpas, my dos abuelitos, and 3 tíos that are now deceased. And my mom, she does everything by hand. It started out with just musicians, the 27 Club, and now it's more musicians and a couple more artists. I keep adding and subtracting every year. I just wanted to honor artists, musical artists especially, because I'm a musician. And so we've got just like historical figures, Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix.
Y otra vez estamos aquí en el canal. Esta familia es otra familia muy importante aquí en nuestra comunidad, de la comunidad Yucateco Maya. Hey, so we're here, and your name, and tell us about your altar.
My name is Erica Chamal, and my altar is named Mis Angelitos, after all my loved ones that have passed away. And basically, we just put everything that they loved. Their pan dulce, of course, we can never go wrong with that. Our pan de muerto, tamales, our candles, our flowers, just honoring them, remembering them.
How has it been to be able to, celebrate and manifest Maya culture here in the? I know you were born here, but you're taking on this legacy, right? You're taking it forward. How has it been a struggle for you to continue the traditional ways of Maya culture?
It actually has, just because my Spanish wasn't perfect, and it was a little difficult remembering a lot of the reasons why we do it. So I've been doing, this is like, I believe my 7th year doing an altar. So now, when I started, it was very little, and now I have this big altar. But coming from the Mayan culture, it's something so beautiful. I have an 11-year-old that her father is Salvadorian. So teaching her the Mayan culture is a little difficult because I myself don't fully know it all. And having her Salvadorian roots also, trying to get her to learn both cultures is really hard, but we're getting there.
I know your family speaks Yucatec Maya. Are you yourself learning the language at all, or is your children learning the language at all?
I love it, but my tongue does not let me speak it. My daughter is trying. My daughter is learning, and every time she has a question, we FaceTime my dad, who is in Yucatan, and she asks, what does this mean, or how do you pronounce this, how do you say this? And he teaches her, and she memorizes it, so I believe she will speak Mayan, and I will never. She will beat me on that.
You will. I know you will. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, we're you can see that we have such a diversity of people here in the community. I'm going to pass it on to Mario. Take it away, Mario. We're going to go to the next segment. We're going to walk around and check out the rest of the altars. There's a lot of organizations that have actually placed altars here, and it's a full family community event, celebrating life, celebrating the ancestors, and it's growing every year. Mario?
Thank you, David. As we leave the community center, I do want to highlight over here this group right here. We're very proud of Catherine John. I grew up here in Santa Fe with Catherine. I know Catherine's parents are watching right now, so I know you want to see Catherine. She's right up there on stage right now. And Catherine is very involved here in our community, especially with the mariachis here. She has a great love and passion. And as you can see her speaking right now, that passion, that love is on full display, and we couldn't be more proud of Catherine. So let's listen to a little bit of her band. We're getting a little bit closer now. So let's listen in.
Me traes mi hermana y nunca me dices sí y nunca me dices no. Me traes y descontrolada y es por eso que una flor que se llama Margarita me la paso desahogando para ver si tú me quieres como yo te estoy amando. Si me quieres, no me quieres, no me quieres y se acaban las horitas y después me voy al campo a cortar más margaritas. El mariachi femenil, orgullo mexicano. 10 mujeres.
Ok, vamos a ver los últimos altares aquí en el centro comunitario en camino a los murales. Entonces vamos a ver aquí, vamos a ver otro mural. Queremos ver aquí, vamos a ir por aquí, vamos a salir aquí. Acá hay uno de otro altar. There's another altar right there, and we're actually going to leave now the community center, and we are going to go to the other wing where we're going to go to the murals now. Ahorita vamos a ir en camino a ver a los murales aquí en el centro comunitario. A ver, como pueden ver, aquí la gente todavía está entrando, saliendo, disfrutando aquí las festividades. Folks are coming in and out, celebrating this great event here at our community center in San Rafael. We're now going to head to the other side, right here. As we get closer and closer to the processional, which will start in a few minutes. But first, we are going to see the murals right now. David, what can you tell us about the murals here?
So these murals represent indigenous Nahuatl cosmology, and you can see that the murals. These murals were painted by a local artist named James Olmos, and he's one of the multicultural center's not only an active participant in our activities, but also a consultant with us. He painted these murals several years ago. They've been placed here at the Alboro Center for a while, and they've had many different. They've been borrowed by many different organizations to in their organization, but all of these images represent part of not only the cosmovision of Mesoamerican culture, but also parts of the calendar. For example, the sun represents one of the nahuales, and nahual is one of the energies that is part of the calendar, both in the Mexica and Maya calendar, which is Akpu. You have the jaguar as well, signifying Balam, the Mother Earth. And then here you have another depiction of the sugar skulls, right? The sugar skulls are relatively something new to Dia de los Muertos, and these skulls actually came about at the turn of the century by one of the Mexican artists that wanted to poke fun at Mexican society. And so as we move on here, we also see more depictions specifically of celebrations of Day of the Dead and other sort of the monarchs, for example, another symbolizing rebirth. and the marigolds, which is very prominent during the Day of the Dead, which is the significance of that is it's felt that some of the smell of the marigold brings about the ancestors to come visit.
Okay, that is really cool, and that's awesome that they were commissioned for this purpose here.
Right.
Which is awesome.
Right, and the celebration here just every year just keeps growing. It keeps growing. I think it's also a thirst that the community that the community has. Not only the Latino indigenous community, but there's everybody from all over Marin County come and converge here at the Alborough here in the Canal neighborhood. As you go on, there's more murals, also representing the different altars. This altar has 3 levels, which representing the 3 levels of places where the ancestors go after they pass. Mitlan being one of them, and Tlaclolan. And every altar has a different. Some altars may have 4 different levels, some just 1, some 2, but usually it's 3 because there's 3 different places where the spirit rests at the point of death. And so you see also the offerings of all the different fruits, the bread, the marigolds, etc. The pictures of of those that have passed on, and you see the skeleton. Again, the skeleton is a relatively new thing, although it's most folk think that it's sort of ancient, but actually it's relatively a new phenomenon.
So for our viewers at home, let's take a look at closer detail here about the levels, David. If you could tell me a little bit more about the different levels here.
So the first level would be Mitlan, second Tlaclolan, and then the other mythical place is where children and those mothers that have died at childbirth go, which is a very significant place. So, and there's hierarchies in this, and I didn't describe them in the order that they go, but the top one would be for the warriors that have passed on in battle. And in Nahuatl culture, Mesoamerican culture, it's not really how you lived your life; it's actually how you died in life. So, in other words, if you died in a water accident, you would go to Tlaclolan, which is the very it's an earthly, heavenly plane, abundance, water, etc. And then you would go to the second place. You would go to the second place that you would go to is sort of like a purgatory place, which is Mitlan, right? And then again, the third place is for those women and children that have passed on during childbirth.
No, thank you so much for explaining that to us.
Great, and I'm going to excuse myself because I'm going to go hang out and be with the procession with the lowriders. So, everybody, thank you for being part of this and for joining in live. Appreciate Mario, Peter B., and Marin TV. Thank you so much.
Thank you, David. So we are going to see David in a little bit during the processional, but now we are going to head out to the second part, and we're also going to join our second co-host of the evening, which is going to be Douglas Mundo, very well known here in the community. So we're excited. We are now going to go to the processional. Ahorita vamos a salir. Vamos a terminar aquí en el centro, vamos a salir afuera y vamos a ver ya la procesión aquí en el centro comunitario de Marin. Como pueden ver, ya estamos comenzando aquí la procesión. Vamos a continuar nuestra cobertura con Douglas Mundo, que nos va a acompañar en unos minutos. Y acá estamos aquí, ya vemos aquí a Douglas.
He's directing traffic.
Okay. Douglas ahorita nos va a acompañar. Douglas is about to join us right now. In fact, I have Douglas. Douglas Mundo, how are you today?
Pretty good, buddy. Pretty good. So excited, with the celebration of the 30th anniversary of Dia de los Muertos.
Hey. Douglas, ¿qué nos puede decir de este gran evento aquí para nuestra comunidad?
Mira, muy contento, especialmente saber que hoy día estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde aquí de la comunidad para todo el condado de Marin. Así que aquí, feliz de celebrar el 30 aniversario del Día de los Muertos.
Okay. Well, we're excited. Estamos animados. No podemos creer todos los monitos, aquí la gente, todo. Y vamos a continuar nuestra cobertura en unos minutos, donde vamos a estar en el otro lado para poder ver la procesión del principio a fin. We're going to take a quick break as we get ready.
We're going to walk through the crowd here, lead us
Okay.
to our other position. That's where we'll take
That's right. So we're actually going to go and take a walk here through the processional as we switch stations. But first, we're going to take a look here. We're going to do a walkthrough over here. And as we could see, we're going to walk behind here. But you can hear the sounds already of the drums of the Aztec warriors playing right here in the background. And as you can see right there, I'm going to get the mic a little bit closer. And as you could see, they are about to begin. And here we go. We are outside again here at the Albert J. Borough Community Center as we begin the Día de los Muertos procession. Estamos aquí afuera del Centro Comunitario de Albert J. Borough en la ciudad de San Rafael, comenzando la procesión aquí de Día de los Muertos. And we are now continuing here our live coverage of the 30th Dia de los Muertos event here in San Rafael. We are now leaving the community center, getting ready to get onto the actual street here in San Rafael at the Albert J. Borough Community Center. Continuamos nuestra cobertura en vivo aquí en Marin TV de la celebración de Día de los Muertos aquí en San Rafael. Como pueden ver aquí, estamos viendo los y vamos a continuar aquí viendo la procesión. Pueden ver que aquí estamos, ya estamos en la calle aquí in San Rafael. We are now on the street here in San Rafael. We are live seeing the processional here, and we're going to continue as we get ready to go to our next area.
You're watching live coverage of the 30th anniversary celebration of Dia de los Muertos in the Canal community of San Rafael. This live program will continue as the procession is starting up. This celebration is made possible through the generous support of Marin Sanitary Service, Catholic Charities, the Marin Community Foundation, Dominican University, the City of San Rafael. Our thanks to the organizing committee and to staff and volunteers of the Multicultural Center of Marin. Please stay tuned. We're going to make a switch here to add more cameras to cover the procession, and our live broadcast will continue in just a moment.
And we are back here on Marin TV celebrating the 30th anniversary of Dia de los Muertos. We are now going to see the processional here as we are right now on the street. We're going to be joined by Douglas Mundo momentarily, but as you can see, the processional has already started. We now have the lowriders followed by the City of San Rafael's fire truck. Buenas tardes, continuamos nuestra cobertura en vivo aquí en Marin TV de Día de los Muertos, celebración aquí en San Rafael. Como podemos ver aquí, ya tenemos los lowriders. Ya continuamos aquí nuestra cobertura. Douglas Mundo nos va a acompañar en unos minutos, pero para mientras, vamos a ver ahorita la celebración.
Mario, this is Supervisor Dennis Rodoni.
Yes, we are now joined by Supervisor Dennis Rodoni.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
And Supervisor, you represent this district.
This is my district.
This is
yes,
your district.
The Canal and Bay Point and Spinnaker Point. The Canal and Bay Point and Spinnaker Point is my district, and so we're right in the middle of it in San Rafael. So.
Can you please tell us why this part of your district is just so important? All parts are important, but why this part, tell us a little bit about this part of your district in District 4.
Sure, this is the most underserved district in Marin. So it's always the focus of my office to make sure that we bring any services here that are needed and make sure that the people get anything they need down here to complete their day and make sure their life are better. So.
What does it mean for you to represent this district on this day celebrating Dia de los Muertos?
Sure, so this is my third day of the DID celebration because I represent the West Marin community too. So we have a huge Latino community in West Marin. We celebrated that last Sunday with a wonderful celebration, so I'm just having a great time. This is my third one, and this is the 30th for San Rafael, so we're really excited to be part of it.
And Supervisor, my last question to you, for our viewers back at home and that are speaking Spanish, para nuestros televidentes que hablan español en este distrito, ¿qué mensaje, what message would you like to tell to your constituents that are new to this district, that come from other lands, que vienen de otras comunidades, de otros países? What would you like to tell them?
Yes, well, we welcome you with open arms. You're always welcome here. We hope you use our services at the county and in the city of San Rafael, and we will continue to work for you and make sure your lives here are as good as anyone else's. So.
I'm going to say this in Spanish now, what you just said. El Supervisor Rodoni dijo que tenemos unos grandes abrazos y abrazos para toda la gente que viene de otras partes de los Estados Unidos, de otras partes del mundo aquí, de nuestro supervisor aquí, Rodoni, y también para decirles que el supervisor está aquí para trabajar bien duro para ellos. Va a trabajar bien duro y es un honor para él representarlos.
And it's an honor to represent everyone here in the Canal and in San Rafael.
Yeah, thank you so much, Supervisor.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you for your support.
My pleasure.
Yeah, fantastic. Gracias una vez más al supervisor Rodoni por el apoyo que está ofreciendo a nuestra comunidad aquí en el condado de Marin, especialmente al distrito de San Rafael aquí en el Canal. Agradecemos el apoyo que él ofrece a todas las actividades culturales, a nuestras comunidades inmigrantes también, y esperamos que continúe trabajando con nosotros y con nuestra comunidad. So thank you once again for your support to our community, from the cultural to, to the every issue that we are facing in our community. So thank you for your support, and we will continue working with you as the Multicultural Center of Marin.
I'm honored, so thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Supervisor.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
And now we will continue our coverage right here. I'm joined here by a person that's very well known in our community. People love this man right here. La gente adora a este hombre aquí, Douglas Mundo. Douglas, tell us a little bit about your background and how you came to this community.
Well, man, I came back in 2000 to this neighborhood, and I decided that I want to get involved in the community. And since then, I have been working tirelessly and supporting the immigrants communities. I'm an immigrant myself, and just doing my best.
From where?
I'm originally from El Salvador, and here we are doing our best for the community, doing our best as well to support our neighborhood, and now we are in the process of transforming the organization that I'm leading. The Canal Welcome Center now is transforming into the Multicultural Center of Marin. So I'm pleased to continue doing these efforts in the community and support especially the immigrants communities.
Douglas, para nuestros televidentes en casa ahorita que hablan español, ¿nos puede decir por qué es tan importante esta comunidad aquí? Para no solamente para usted, su familia, pero ellos también.
Claro, mira, la comunidad del Canal en San Rafael no es una de las comunidades más diversas, pero al mismo tiempo es donde está la fuerza de trabajo, es donde está la diversidad. Aquí encontramos mucha gente que está haciendo mucho por medio de las artes, por medio de del trabajo y también de involucrarse mucho en la comunidad también. Así que para mí es un honor servir a esta comunidad, pero también me doy cuenta que no solamente hay latinos o inmigrantes en San Rafael. Entonces, últimamente sabemos que existen más de 50,000 inmigrantes viviendo en el condado de Marin. Y por esa razón, hoy día estamos trabajando para expandir nuestros recursos a todo el condado. Ya no vamos a servir solamente a la gente del Canal o San Rafael, pero ahora vamos a expandir nuestros recursos para todo el condado del Marin. Y por eso hemos cambiado nuestro nombre de Canal Welcome Center a el Centro Multicultural de Marin o Multicultural Center of Marin.
Douglas, I first met you a long time ago, although it seems like it was yesterday. It was in 2002, 2003 at College of Marin. Tell me a little bit about the transformation that this community has had.
Sure, look, man, College of Marin. Tengo muchos recuerdos de College of Marin. I got a lot of, ideas and a lot of to remember from College of Marin. That's the place where I started learning English. And after that, I was able to transfer to USF and get a degree in public administration. So I know how hard it is to start with a second language in this country, but once you get it, it's amazing to see the opportunities that you can have in front of you in this community. So I will say, para la gente que nos escucha en español, como muchos de ustedes que nos ven en este momento, me tocó ir al College de Marin a aprender inglés, comencé en la comunidad también y después me tuve que ir a la universidad a estudiar un poquito más y obtener un degree, una carrera en administración pública para trabajar con la organización que ahora estoy liderando. Así que muchos recuerdos, Mario, y me encanta tenerte aquí entre nosotros hoy día celebrando el 30 aniversario del Día de los Muertos.
Sí, no, el honor es todo mío. Para mí es un placer estar aquí, aquí donde cuando yo nací en San Francisco, pero aquí crecí y crecí en esta calle de los primeros a segundo años aquí y después me voy a otra parte de San Rafael, pero para mí es un honor estar aquí con ustedes aquí en Día de los Muertos. It's an honor to be here with you today. I had the privilege of being raised right on this street from when I was born to about the age of 2 until my parents moved to Crystal Park on the other side of San Rafael, but this is always home, always will be home, and it's an honor to be here with you tonight. Douglas, why the name change?
The name change, once again, we were born in the Canal, and we decided to put the Canal Welcome Center as a name for the organization. But over the years, we have been building a relationship with people from all over Marin County, and more immigrant communities are coming to us and say, we want to be part of this effort. Yeah. We want to join the ideas or the initiatives that are happening in the community, and they want us to get involved with them. So I'm saying, let's get together, and that's why we decided that we want to expand the Canal Welcome Center into the Multicultural Center of Marin. So that has been one of the main reasons, expanding the scope of work and also reaching out to other ethnic groups that live in Marin County. As I said before, 50,000 immigrants live in Marin County, and they deserve as well an opportunity to get together and work together to contribute a lot, to contribute more to this community.
Now, for our viewers at home right now, what can they do to support the Multicultural Center of Marin? What can they do to help out?
Of course, they can volunteer. They can, they can support organization. They can join us. If you belong to a different ethnic group, we will be more than happy to hear from you. We would like to get, connections with other ethnic groups that are out there. And also, if you want to support financially, we welcome any kind of financial support as well. But at the same time, we would like to see your collaboration, your partnership, and also contributing to the new vision of the Multicultural Center of Marin. So that will be probably the best I can say to those who are interested in joining us in these new efforts.
Okay, and tell me some of the services that are provided by the Multicultural Center of Marin.
Sure. The Multicultural Center of Marin are focusing now into art, culture, and media. The Dia de los Muertos is a big example of what we are currently doing in terms of arts and culture. But we also have a radio station right now in the community, and we got programming with youth, programs with adults, and we want to expand our radio programming to other ethnic groups as well. We also have work with youth, mentorship support to youth. We are about empowerment. All what we do is about empowerment in the community, and the intention is to empower people so they can also inspire other people in the community. So leadership development, we got a youth leadership development program going on in the community, working with youth ages, I would say 14, 15 to 21. We also got in terms of what we call community resiliency. There are a lot of issues that are happening in the community that we need to tackle, and sometimes we need the support from the people in the neighborhood. So that's what we are trying to do among other programs. But I will invite the people who are watching us, that are, taking the opportunity to join us today through the public access channel to go to our new website, multiculturalmarine.org, and they can check it out, all the programs that we have down there in our website.
Now, you mentioned our youth. Okay, for those that are watching or those that have children or know of youth, how can they get involved with the center? And what is the value of the center for them?
Sure. When it comes to the youth, I would say, we trust and we believe that youth are the presence and the future of our community. And we believe that they should be involved in whether it's leadership development, whether it is, raising their voices in terms of radio programming or getting involved into any kind of other programs, activities that we have, mentorship. If they need support, to go to college, to get out of the juvenile justice system, or, they don't know how to plan their future, or they're trying to figure out, who they want to be in the community or in their life. We are here to support. We can help them figure out some of these things, and at the same time provide opportunity for leadership, access to scholarships, and we got a lot to offer to the youth, but most important, they have a lot to offer to our community.
Para nuestros televidentes en español que están viendo o que tienen hijos o que saben de jóvenes, ¿qué servicios ofrecen para estos jóvenes? ¿Y cuál es el valor para los jóvenes para ser parte del centro comunitario?
Claro que sí, mira, los jóvenes queremos hacer una atenta invitación. Ustedes como jóvenes en la comunidad realmente tienen mucho que contribuir a este país, a esta sociedad, a esta comunidad en el condado de Marin. Así que nosotros los invitamos a que participen, que se unan con nosotros en las actividades que tenemos. Tenemos un programa de radio que estamos desarrollando con jóvenes, tenemos programas de mentores, tenemos programas también de culturales y en fin, ellos pueden venir a hacer servicio comunitario, ellos pueden involucrarse en actividades que tenemos con los diferentes programas y proyectos que tenemos en la comunidad. Y una vez más, les repito, nosotros estamos aquí para servir a la comunidad y sin ustedes, especialmente los jóvenes y sus padres, no vamos a hacer nada si no tenemos su apoyo y su participación en los programas.
Okay. Where do you see the future of the center going? What type of programs, what type of services? How do you envision the next 10 years of this great organization?
Well, look, the next 10 years, I will say, we got to build it together. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do, but I'm here to offer a safe space, a safe environment where we all can come together to decide what is the future that we wanted. What are the issues that we need to tackle? What are the issues that are more present to our community and that we can work together toward resolving those? I'm so impressed to see the support from the Brother Marin community, and I'm talking about the Anglo community, the Jewish community, all the other ethnic groups that are joining us in these efforts. And I will say we would like to build an organic process that will help us create a new vision with the Multicultural Center of Marin. So I think that's what we are hoping to accomplish in the future.
We've had the privilege of coming to you today live here from the 30th anniversary of Día de los Muertos. Hemos tenido el honor de venir aquí en vivo en la cobertura de Día de los Muertos aquí en San Rafael, y es un honor para nosotros. It's a great honor to be here for you, but we also want to let you know that you can be involved. You can come here down to the community center. The event's still going on until 9 o'clock. El evento todavía continúa hasta las 9 de la noche aquí en el Canal, aquí en el centro comunitario, here at the center. So if you're watching us at home and you're thinking, wow, this program looks really great, I wish I could have been there, guess what? You can be there. You still have some time, so come and join us here for the last few hours. And do you want to tell us what's going on a little bit after we're done with this broadcast?
Sure. After this show, the procession is still going on in the community. Once we come back to Picoweed or Albert J. Boro Community Center, we have cultural performances, and we're also going to have a live band performing. There's going to be dancing. There is food. I mean, if you still have the opportunity to join us, or you are thinking about joining us, please come over and you will enjoy the rest of the program that we have at the Dia de los Muertos here at the Albert J. Boro Community Center.
Ok, para nuestros televidentes en español que nos están viendo ahorita, están diciendo, ay, el evento se ve increíble, se ve bien bonito. ¿Por qué estoy en casa ahorita? Quiero estar ahí. Oh, les tengo buenas noticias. Todavía pueden venir aquí. El evento no termina hasta las 9. Nosotros terminamos aquí en unos minutos a las 6:30 de la noche. Quiere decir que todavía tienen 2 horas y media para venir y acompañarnos aquí a este gran evento comunitario. Douglas, ¿qué eventos todavía continúan después de este programa?
Claro, después de la procesión que está recorriendo las comunidades del Canal en este momento sobre la Kerner, va a ir después de la Kerner, va a ir para la calle Larspur y luego la calle Canal y regresa una vez más a Picoweed. Aquí en Picoweed vamos a estar teniendo lo que le llamamos las presentaciones culturales, los Azteca Dancers. Tenemos también un grupo brasilero que va a presentar su trabajo. Vamos a también tener un grupo de música en vivo, va a haber baile al final, tenemos comida, tenemos altares, todavía tenemos mucho que compartir con la comunidad. Así que si usted nos está viendo en este momento y quiere salir de su casa, únase con nosotros, únase a la procesión y vénganse aquí al Picoweed Park y aquí los estaremos esperando.
Tienen que venir, you have to come. As we get ready to close our program, it is such an honor for us to be able to broadcast live from the 30th anniversary of Día de los Muertos. Es un gran honor de poder estar aquí viéndolos, ustedes, nosotros viéndonos y viendo aquí la procesión, el evento y la gente del centro comunitario. It is such a great honor. On behalf of Douglas Mundo, David Escobar, I'm Mario Lopez. Thank you so much for joining us here live for the 30th anniversary of Día de los Muertos.
Mario, you did an incredible job here tonight. I'm producer Peter B. Collins, and this has been an incredible event. You've added a whole lot to it, and this is a wild experience, right? This is not a scripted event.
No, there's no script, but it's been a lot of fun. And how can it not be fun when we get to be here with our community?
Yeah, and right here in your backyard where you grew up.
Yep, yeah, no, it's great. It's such an honor.
Well, I want to thank everybody for watching our live broadcast. It was live, it was improvised, and the pictures jumped around as we followed the action here at Dia de los Muertos, the 30th anniversary celebration, brought to you by the Multicultural Center of Marin, formerly the Canal Welcome Center. And we want to thank the people who have made this possible by supporting this event: Marin Sanitary Service, Catholic Charities, the Marin Community Foundation, Dominican University, and the City of San Rafael. Our thanks to the organizing committee and to staff and volunteers of the Multicultural Center of Marin. And the guy who's been doing incredible work behind the camera here is Tom McAfee. He gets to take a break now. I also want to thank Damien, Marco, and Michael for putting together this live event here on Marin TV. Thanks for joining us here, and as you heard, you are still welcome to join us at the Al Boro Center at Pickleweed Park as the Dia de los Muertos events will continue into the evening. Thanks for watching on Marin TV.